Yes, in this video, I will be explaining the window function and the concept behind it. I'll try my best to give a deep dive explanation of how window function works, what is the partition by, what is the order by, and a simple function like row number. My focus is to really go step by step and show you what's happening behind the scenes so that tomorrow, any other time that you write a window function, you can relate to what is happening. Now, in this example, let's say I have a table. And I have a table with a customer name, an address, and a moved-in date. The problem statement is return the latest address for each customer. As you can see visually, for customer Pradeep, his latest address based on the moved-in date is 123 Main Street. So the answer will be for Pradeep 123 Main Street. However, for Group A, based on the data, his address based on the latest moving date will be 409 Manor Street. So let's say we have a table in our SQL database and we would like to write a query to get this result. Now, how do we go about that? One method we can use is to use the RowNumber function and partition by, customer name, order by, moving date. But okay, let's say this is your first time with RowNumber. How does it actually work? So the very first thing, if you think about this, how do we approach this problem? First thing, if I'm a database, what I want to do is I have to find a way to identify this record, and if I can have an indicator for this record and an indicator for this record, I can filter it out, right? I can filter it out into my result set. Now, to do this, here's how window function works. So the first step is gonna do what's called the partition by. So in partition by, what it's doing is taking each record, similar to the group by, is creating individual buckets or sets based on the column that you specify. So in this case, if I say partition by customer name, it's gonna create a unique set of records based on each customer that each customer name that I have in my table. So in this case, imagine if I say partition by customer, it will take this record and put it in one bucket. Now, then the next step is to take Group A's record and put it in a different bucket. Again, let me remove this highlight. In this case, I will highlight them differently. So if there were more names, different customer names, it's gonna do the same thing. If there are more names or more records for a given customer, like let's say I had another group praise record, it's gonna push all that into the individual bucket, individual set. So in this case, let's call this set 1, this set 2. So this is what partition by literally means. So in behind the scenes, is segregating each customer name with their corresponding records or attributes to its own set. Now, the next step we have is to do the order by. So order by is the next step. So this, in your mind, you should know it as step 1. Now step 2 is to do the order by. So in this case, I want to order by moved in date. So what it's gonna do is it's gonna sort the data for each given set independently. So in this case, in set 1, it's gonna apply the order by only using the data in this set. So if I were to sort this in descending order, so that means it's already in descending order. So this is the greater number will be on the top, the lower one be on the bottom. So this is started. So job done. Now for group period, what we'll do is we will get it's already started for per div. Now in the next set, what we'll do is to get this group record and apply the same order by, which means that if I were to put it in descending order, this has to go on the top. So the orders will switch. So in this case, I can easily cut and paste it and put this one on the bottom. So after completion of step 2, the data again is still in each individual set. However, it's sorted according to the column that is specified in the order by clause. Now we can move on to step 3. So step 3 now involves the actual window function. So in this case, I did a row number. So row number is nothing but a sequence generator. So it's gonna create a sequence of numbers incrementally on each individual set. So I will copy the same thing and it is gonna generate a new column, and it's gonna say 1, 2. Again, it's gonna again go to this set and I apply the same thing. 1, 2. That's what RowNumber does. It goes to each individual set, right? And then it does what? It applies like an incremental sequence of numbers, 1 and 2. So after step 3, we have completed the entire logic of this window function. And now our result will now be, combined into a single, to say, final result will look like, everything in a single table. So in this case, I can copy it like this, paste it, remove the header rows. Again, these things are happening behind the scenes, but after you run this query, you will see this result. So the last step will be, obviously, you can filter for row number equal to 1 to get the result that we want over here, which everyone in this should be able to know how to filter a given data set. So let's go to the implementation. So in this case, in my screen here, I've created a table with the records. The scripts will be in the link in the video. And after creating this table, I could do a select star from the table to confirm that my data is what I expected. So here, see. Now I will now run the same row number with the Orderby. As you can see, I'm getting the exact same thing that I had in Excel. So Pradeep's record has the one with the 123 Main Street, right? And 49 Manor Street also has the one. So this is how RowNumber works. I hope this explanation is helpful. Then at the end, if you want to filter for it, you put everything in a subquery and apply a filtering function at the end. So, but I hope that this method of explanation is helpful to anyone learning SQL to understand how the window function runs behind the scenes.